The Addams Family is the scariest and at the same time funniest family you've ever seen. The Addams Family movie was released in 1991, so let's find out what happened to the actors over this long period of time and where they are now. Let's go. Christopher Lloyd. Lloyd has a history of playing lovable old kooks. Uncle Fester could have easily been a distant cousin of Back to the Future's madcap inventor Doc Emmett Brown. Now 78, older even than 80s Doc Brown, Lloyd shows no sign of slowing down, putting out at least one movie a year for the last 10 years. Sure, they're movies like Knights of Bloodseal and Blood Lake, Attack of the Killer Lampreys. Christopher Lloyd was always a big fan of the Uncle Fester. The Back to the Future actor told BuzzFeed in 2013, "Every time the magazine came in with Charles Addams cartoons, I'd open it up hoping there'd be one with Uncle Fester. He just always appealed to me, his whole persona." Lloyd, at 6 feet 1 inch, had to bend his knees to look shorter. "It worked out well because it gave me kind of a funny walk," Lloyd told BuzzFeed. Even in his 5th decade as an actor, Lloyd has shown no signs of slowing down, appearing in the TV adaptation of 12 Monkeys and in 2021's The Tender Bar. He also reunited with Back to the Future co-star Michael J. Fox at a Comic-Con event in October 2022. Raul Julia as Gomez Addams. Puerto Rico-born star Julia had a stage background and put it to good use to play the overtly theatrical patriarch of the Addams household, first in The Addams Family, then again in 1993 sequel, Addams Family Values. An esteemed actor and performer with Tony nominations and Golden Globes to his name, Julia's movie career ended in ignominious fashion with the risible Street Fighter, although his villain M. Bison was the best thing in it by a mile. For you, the day that Bison graced your village was the most important day of your life. But for me, it was Tuesday. Sadly, Julia died in October 1994 from a stroke following complications from stomach surgery. Addams Family Values was Raul Julia's final film to be released in his lifetime. Carel Struycken as Lurch. Carel Struycken's popularity was already on the rise before he appeared as Lurch. He had previously appeared as Mr. Home on Star Trek, The Next Generation and the Giant on Twin Peaks. His height is due to a disorder called acromegaly, which results in the body producing too many growth hormones. The Dutch actor, 74, is still working today, having most recently appeared in the Stephen King adaptation Gerald's Game and 2022's Class of '85. Christina Ricci as Wednesday Addams. The breakout star of The Addams Family was devilish little Wednesday, and Ricci reaped the benefits of stardom from a young age. Casper was a neat segue from supernatural spookiness into mainstream success, but she wasn't a teen star for long. Her role in Ang Lee's 1997 swinging drama, The Ice Storm, led to her becoming an indie star with outstanding performances in Buffalo, 66, and as a sultry siren in The Opposite of Sex. She married Dolly Grip operator James Hierdigan in 2013 and she gave birth to a son in 2014. In 2020, the actress divorced and a year later she got married again. Anjelica Huston as Morticia Addams. Anjelica, born into the legendary Huston acting dynasty, forged her own path in Hollywood, first with a series of powerful thrillers, The Postman Always Rings Twice, Prizzi's Honor, and then a selection of family crowd pleases like the 2 Addams movies, both of which saw her nominated for Golden Globes. She stayed kooky and spooky in Roald Dahl's The Witches in 1990 and later became synonymous with Wes Anderson movies. Recently Huston strutted her stuff in a season of ill-fated Broadway musical, Smash, and appeared in several episodes of Amazon's Emmy Award-winning comedy, Transparent. Anjelica Huston was nominated for a Golden Globe for her role as Morticia, the family matriarch. The Academy Award-winning actress, now 71, said in her 2014 memoir Watch Me that she thought Cher, a friend of hers, would have been a logical first choice for Morticia. Since Addams Family Values, Huston has stepped behind the camera as a director, while maintaining a steady stream of acting roles, including numerous Wes Anderson films and John Wick, Chapter 3. Joan Cusack as Debbie Jelinski. Though she played Debbie Jelinski, a serial killer who murdered her husbands to steal their fortunes, Joan Cusack's love life has been much more stable. The 2-time Academy Award nominee, 60, has been married to attorney Richard Burke since 1996. While she never got her ballerina Barbie, Cusack can at least settle for playing toy cowgirl Jessie in Toy Story 4. More recently, she appeared on the 2020 series Homecoming. Jimmy Workman as Pool C. Addams, spotted playing by Addams Family casting agents while he waited for his sister Chanel to audition. Workman was the perfect Pugsley. He appeared in a few other movies while he still had his baby fat, including As Good as It Gets, but retired from acting soon after the millennium. When Jimmy Workman turned 18, he gained access to a trust holding his Addams Family earnings. "I went through a stage where I went buck wild," Workman, 42, told People in 2001. "I got all my partying out of my system." He recalled having a blast on set with co-star Christina Ricci. "We used to chase each other around and drive golf carts all over the lot. We also argued like brother and sister." Judith Malina, Granny, the Addams' darling grandmama was actually more of a theater kinda gal than a movie gal. German-born actress Malina co-founded political theater group The Living Theater in New York in the 50s and 60s. The Addams Family was just a way to pay the bills. Malina was in a non-monogamous relationship with her longtime husband Julian Beck, eventually marrying her other partner after Beck's death in 1988. In 2003, she was inducted into the American Theater Hall of Fame. She played Polly Walnut's mother in The Sopranos in 2006 and won an Artistic Achievement Award from the New York Innovative Theater Awards in 2008 in recognition of her unabashed pioneering spirit and unyielding dedication to her craft. Tragically, Judith Malina died in 2015. Carel Kane as Granny. Though Carel Kane may be recognized nowadays for her role as Lillian Kaustupper, the landlord on Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, she was a new face to Addams Family values, replacing Judith Malina as Granny. Even then, she was a bit of a comedy staple, having appeared alongside Billy Crystal in The Princess Bride and winning 2 Emmys for her role on Taxi. Christopher Hart as Thing. Who knew Thing actually belonged to a proper body? Playing the disembodied hand Mite Quality is the sweetest acting gig ever, but Christopher Hart considers himself more magician than actor. He won the role of Thing thanks to his sleight of hand magic skills and nimble fingers. A former gravedigger, fittingly nicknamed Lurch turned conjurer, Hart is one of the top magicians in the industry, working closely with David Copperfield and twice winning Stage Magician of the Year. John Franklin, Cousin It. Underneath all that hair was a living, breathing human being, albeit one smaller than most. 5-foot-tall actor John Franklin played Cousin It over both Addams Family movies. He got his start in horror in Children of the Corn, and reprised his role as Isaac in 1999 sequel, Children of the Corn 666, Isaac's Return. However, acting didn't always make him happy. After the events of 9/11, I saw the shallowness of showbiz and felt a great desire to leave a greater legacy than just being Cousin It, he said. Teaching seemed to be a perfect fit for my theatrical talents and to touch many lives. However, Franklin recently announced that he's making a return to acting in the near future. This is where the story about the actors ends. Now I will tell you some interesting facts about the movie The Addams Family. The story about this strange family first appeared in the 30s, when the artist Charlie Addams created comics for the New Yorker magazine. Initially, the heroes of these cartoon stories did not have a surname, and were later named Addams in honor of their author. In 1992, on the wave of success of the first part of the film, the ABC channel began broadcasting an animated series about the Addams Family. 2 seasons and their subsequent reruns were shown on the TV channel until 1995, causing moderate approval among fans of the eccentric family. In 1998, the film, The Addams Family Reunion, was released on screens. Moreover, the film was not released on movie screens at all, but exclusively on video. In the dreary tradition of the worst mid-century sitcoms, the film offered us a glimpse of the Addams Family being reunited with the Addams Family as a result of an editorial error in publishing family trees. A thoroughly mediocre film, it deservedly flopped everywhere it could and earned widespread hatred from disappointed fans. That's all for today. Write in the comments your favorite character from the movie The Addams Family. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Put a bell on all notifications. See you in new videos.